So it's about 5 below zero, 6:30 a.m. Everything's frozen. There's no water because it's all frozen. And we heard about the gate yesterday, and our plans were, if we couldn't get through, to go stay up in the mountains till it got to about 10 o'clock and sneak around. But last night in the base camp we had 2 massive blankets, a bed and a sleeping bag, and I was still freezing cold.
Datos, identification.
¿Se puede ir de allá para Salento?
Sí, es muy complicado. Esto no está muy demarcado, es muy difícil pasar por aquí.
Muchas gracias por el mensaje. Ok. Le lo agradezco. Muchas gracias. ¿Es otro compañero? Ajá. Bueno,
sí.
Para que puedan seguir.
Muchas gracias, señor.
Okay.
Mucho agradecido.
Okay.
Que tenga buen día, señor. It is freezing out here. All the puddles are frozen up. All the gutters have ice in them. We were so lucky that we could stay somewhere last night to get out of it. And we got up early this morning to get the horses moving, get them warmed up. And yeah, we're stoked we're into the park. So the road we're on has just turned into this little goat track, and we're really lucky that 2 guys with all their packs on and camping gear just happened past and pointed us in the right direction. But yeah, we're going to be on this little goat track all the way to Salento.
¿Y es muy frío por aquí por la noche? ¿También?
También, pero aquí no tanto, pues aquí la fortuna es que tenemos luz, aquí hay luz porque trabajamos con el dinamo. Pero a la madrugada sí está haciendo mucho frío por las heladas. De Berlín sube otra montaña.
Ajá. ¿Y es
ya...
muchas rocas? Sí,
es así como esta. Pues los caballos, bien pueda.
Ajá, gracias Freddy. Sí. Te lo agradezco, gracias. So we've still got a fair while to get to Salento, and the track's pretty gnarly, so we've stumbled across this little school. Apparently there's a few families that live around here, and we're going to spend the night. So thank you, Freddie. ¿Por qué no montaron hoy? ¿Ustedes viven lejos de acá? So yeah, it was quite the day yesterday dragging the horses down that rocky mountain, but it was awesome that we landed here and we met Freddie
and found out a lot about this place last night. Freddie actually was from the city and had some family problems around 10 years ago and moved here. He's been here for 10 years and really loves it out here. He's the teacher at the school here. He's only got 5 students because there's only 15 families that live in this little region, and there used to be 50 families 15 years ago, but the national park come through and tried to kick everybody out, and 15 managed to stay. This is the only place with electricity. It's ran by like a little turbine over there, and the rest of the families just use candlelight and they cook with wood for the fires to heat up the stoves. So it's really interesting, and the only way you can get things out here, like all this material from the houses, everything they need, is from foot or cattle, because the nearest town is 6 hours from here. So once in a while they have to walk in and bring it back with the mules or on their backs. And yeah, what a place. Like, it's about as remote as it can get out here, but it's so interesting to see how they're living.
It's really nice to see families just living such a simple life out here. A lot of these families, they just use wood to cook with and candlelight. It's so quiet and such a beautiful area. It's a real shame in a way that the national park came in and kicked a lot of families out. I can imagine it would have sort of dispersed the community a little bit. But the families that stayed, they seem like a really tight community, and this little school, even though it's only got 5 students, they're all here this morning cleaning the school and they're really proud of it. And yeah, Freddie's doing a great job here teaching them, so it's a really interesting place to see that, you know, they're living here so remotely. And yeah, it's great to be a part of and to experience it.
¿Cómo se llama?
Lopez.
López.
Sola. Sola? To get in and out of this place, it's by foot or with horse or mule, and all the materials for the houses and everything they've built out here is being brought by mules and cattle, and yeah, they've constructed it all out here. And every time they need supplies, they have to go that 6-hour mission and fill up their backpacks and load up their cattle and bring it all back here. And just before, we seen 2 mules come by and they were fully loaded up. And Freddie was telling us that they're so used to doing this that they go into Piera, load up the mules, give them a slap, and they'll walk all the way back here without any guidance whatsoever, just because they're so used to doing it. And yeah, it's incredible to see.